Never should have come here. No!
That's taken care of. No thanks to you. Ha! Another milk drinker crying about his effort. Glory only awaits those who triumph. And as companions, our glory must always be hard-fought. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill. Say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. One of these
Battle of Born, give me your money. I don't have any money. You better give me 5 seconds right now. No, please. I really don't have any money, Frank. I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Dragons I can handle. This talk of dragons, well done man.
What would you have me do then? Nothing? My lord,
What's
please.
the meaning of this
This is no
interruption?
time for rash
Jarl
action.
Balgruuf is
I
not
just think
receiving
we
visitors.
mission before we act. I just...
Well, that explains
Who's
why the
this,
guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? By Ismir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The
If
Jarl of
dragon is
Falkirk
lurking in the
will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
But I don't want to be. I want access right now. Father's got it. All you ever do is complain about what you. You're spoiled, baby.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
one of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest. That reminds me.
This is a priority.
Speaking of
now.
alchemists,
Anything
I have
we can
some
use
frost
to fight
salts
this
for
dragon
Arcadia.
or dragons.
She asked me to obtain
We
them
need
for
it
one of her
quickly,
potions.
before it's too late.
Off to Bleak Fall. Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
Absurd that you can't cook good
I've
sweet
got a
rolls
city to keep.
in the skeever hole of a city.
Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. Southeast.
Mister, could you spare a coin? Just 1 gold? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Well met, kinsman. What brings you to Whiterun? Ah, so it's gold you're after then. You need only ask about it. Plenty of folk in Whiterun with too much fat and gold to be bothered doing anything for themselves. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Grey Maids. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda? She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Fresh-baked loaves.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecorp. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon.
Cause trouble in Whiterun and I'll... Huh? What is it? Everything's all right?
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me. You've never had a taste of sweet honey brew? Why, it's only the finest mead outside of Sovngarde. Its sweetness is like a fair maiden's kiss on a starry night. And it's got enough kick to put a frost troll on his hind quarters. But enough talk. Come, won't you share a drink with me and my companions? Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your... well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
die already so I can take your stuff. I can take you.
Enough of that!